Hey, what's up? This is the 90s Kid Show via the Review Space channel, and today's video will be about the most repulsive thing I've heard gamers do. Dumpster diving. Yes, dumpster diving. Actual gamers jumping inside dumpsters near video game stores to look for discarded games, systems, controllers, and other video game related items. In turn, these people would either keep these items like a scavenger, or more likely, sell or trade in their dumpster findings to game stores like Gamestop, or to other people buying it in the used market. I couldn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes, but it's true. A YouTube channel that I won't name have shown off their dumpster diving activities during the act, driving from area to area looking for dumpsters with video games inside. They would hop inside the dumpster, rummage through the trash, and pick out game cases for the Xbox 360, original Xbox, and whatever else they can find game-related. Sometimes the cases had no game discs, but sometimes they did. Even if the game cases were empty, they were still excited about finding the artwork in the case itself, saying things like, "Hey, I can still use this." It turns out that people do this and actually get away with it, and they do it a lot more frequently than perhaps we would like to think. While I'm certainly aware that some, particularly the homeless and the transient, do this on a regular basis as a means of funding their drug habits or just making a few extra bucks, it's only recently that I found out that this was also done with video games as well. The reason I'm so concerned with all of this is because I buy a lot of used video games. I'm not a rich person who's got tons of cash to spend on retail video games. I mean, those often range between $30 to $60. That's just too damn expensive. So the used market is a preferable option for me. Sometimes I'll pick them up from a store like EB Games, Best Buy, or Future Shop, or the local mom and pop store that sells all kinds of used gaming stuff like PSP games and DS and old N64, PS1, Super Nintendo, that kind of thing. And yes, people can still trade in their dumpster games because these stores will take in anything with a readable disc. That's right. You know, that next used game you purchased from GameStop may have been a dumpster game traded in by some hobo or salvage gamer. You know, some dumpster diver. But of course, most of the time I get used games from websites like Craigslist. People have bundles of games they want to get rid of. And I'm like a fat kid in a candy store when it comes to these bundles. I just salivate at the idea of buying them at a really cheap price. The problem is that you never know where the hell you're going to get these things. I mean, you just never know the kind of quality these games are going to be in, unless they promise it in the description and the condition is near mint or brand new. And right in the ad, it shows these pseudo-believable photos. I mean, they look pretty legit, I guess. But you can still never be 100% sure that these games weren't taken from a dumpster or something like that. I mean, who knows? They could have fallen in the toilet. I don't know. Their pet might have pissed on it. You know, the cat might have thrown up on it. I don't know. That's a possibility. Even then, it's difficult to tell with photos and ad descriptions if you're getting dumpster games. I have quite a few games in my collection, and a few of them look like they came out of the toilet. I'm talking brown smudges on the game cases, dried brown liquid on the box art, insert cover like it was dried up, like maybe it looks like it's coffee, it got spilled on it, but you just never really know. It just has an overall dirty look, as if it was picked out of the trash. But hey, as long as the games run fine, right? I mean, as long as it works in your system. How fucking disgusting. And if I knew that this kind of shit was happening sooner, I may have never bought any used games at all. I am seriously considering quitting buying used games in the meantime. I don't know, I just find it hygienically unsafe. Call me a germaphobe, but that kind of stuff is revolting. I'm not asking for everything to be brand spanking new, but I expect things I will touch and hold with my bare hands to be clean and hepatitis free. Screw dumpster diving, fuck dumpster salvage gamers, and shame on these damn game stores and irresponsible store managers for allowing this shit to happen. It's your products that get thrown out because of excess, because you can't get rid of these items fast enough, so you gotta throw it all out in the back in the dumpster, and then these hobos and scavenge gamers find it to trade it in, which enables this kind of behavior to begin with, okay? This dumpster diving crap. I'm done with this. And one thing's for sure, I'll never look at used gaming ever again. Holy shit.